Today I'm going to review what we talked about as the three risk factors that you have with LLCs. We talked about the privacy, we talked about the cost, and we talked about the paperwork. My name is James, I'm the founder of TrustArt, and this is a follow-up to our previous video about some of the risky factors that you have with LLCs. And a lot of people don't even know that they have these risk factors when they set up the LLCs. They're just thinking, oh, well, that's what everybody told me, that's what I'll go get. And so they go do the LLC. They don't realize all the obligations that go along with getting that LLC set up or what's actually going to follow in the years to come. Tremendous amount of reporting, also the expense that goes along with it, and then the visibility. Because every time you file any kind of a new document, if you will, to do your registration renewal, you do your resident agent, all that stuff is in the public database. And what I want to talk about today is about the business identity theft risk that you have with corporations and LLCs, specifically LLCs, because that's what you're looking at today. And the reason that this is important is because of the fact that there is business identity theft, just like personal identity theft. And now here's just one particular case. It's big numbers. It's a big stinky mess. But let me just give you an example of how difficult it can really get. There was a company up in Nevada that was an LLC, and they owned a fair large piece of land, and they had left it sitting for quite a number of years. What happened was someone went in and looked up in the Secretary of State database. They found this LLC in addition to finding this piece of land in the county recorder's office, Clark County recorder's office. So they matched up the county recorder's office and also the Secretary of State's record. They found that it was owned by this LLC, and that the property was actually owned free and clear. So what they did was they went online and they replaced the manager of the LLC, and then they went and got a loan against this property. So the original people that actually owned the property didn't even know anything about it. The Secretary of State didn't have any type of mechanism in there to notify the previous, or the existing, if you will, manager of the LLC that somebody else was making a change. So what happened is that the new manager of the LLC gets a loan. Of course, they can get title insurance, lender's title insurance, because of the fact that the lender can now look up on the Secretary of State's database and see that that person is the valid member. So they took out a loan. It was a multi-million-dollar loan. I think the property was worth $5, and they took out a loan of about $2. And they got the money, but they didn't even make the first payment. So now it goes into default. And then I believe as a secondary part of it, they actually transferred the property from one LLC to another. And the original people, again, didn't know anything about this until the notice of default went in, and then they started sending out letters. And so this is an example of how risky it can be with LLCs, whether it's Nevada or whether it's any other state, California. Just so you need to know that LLCs have risk attached to them because of this visibility factor. And so anyhow, I just wanted to kind of share that with you. And this is the reason that we use a trust for holding title to real estate, so that you can get that anonymity and privacy. Go get one. Use the trust for holding title to real estate. It's much, much safer. It's much more anonymous. And you don't have that connection between the Secretary of State and the recorder's office. Anyhow, if you'd like our help, we're here to help. We're here to help you. Take a look at our website, TrustArt Solutions, or click on the link below. And you're welcome to share this video with anybody that you think might enjoy it. My name is James. Again, thank you very much.